Hello. This is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker, and today is Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. Today, here in Lexington, Kentucky, the temperature will go up to 77 degrees. Currently, a few minutes before sunrise, it sits at 69. Scattered thunderstorms possible as far as the weather report is concerned. Potential for severe thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 70s and lows in the mid 60s. Again, some storms today may be severe. Tropical thunderstorms possible after 12 p.m. Tropical storm. Storm surge watches up for Florida. A little cooler than yesterday here, down by 4 degrees. Fall brings wintry blasts to Colorado. So today, sunrise will be at 7:28 a.m., sunset at 7:31 p.m. Wind today will be around 7 miles per hour, and the AQI is good at 41. And even with all that rain, you allergy sufferers out there, pollen is high. Again, this is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. Watching the sideshow, like, comment, share, and subscribe. So here we are, September 24, 2024, Tuesday. Officially into the fall of the year. So let's take a look at the summer in review. Since we're now in the fall of the year, how was your summer? And as far as personal goals are concerned, did you accomplish any? Did you buy that outfit you liked, one size smaller than you're wearing now? Did you take the opportunity to try some new foods that you had not tasted before? And did you start or finish any new projects that were just for you? Did you make and keep your doctor's appointments? Just a few things to roll around there with you. Well, now that we are officially in the fall of the year, but time goes back, daylight savings time, starting this coming Sunday, the 29th of this month. Daylight savings time. And just so you know, a reminder, October to March is flu season, so you might want to check with your physician as to whether or not you need a flu shot and possibly a pneumonia shot as well. Since it's recommended that we stay aware of our physical health and also have to be aware of our mental health, years ago, people were into some meditation, kind of an Eastern philosophy applied to a Western lifestyle, and it was meant to calm the mind and relax the body, meditation. But now here we are in 2024, and the terms have been switched around a little bit, adjusted to current times and the society in which we are now living. And that term for meditation is now switched to mindfulness and breathe. So with that in mind, for those of you who are uninitiated into mindfulness, the idea is the same, to calm the mind and to relax the body with breathing without having to count to 10, which probably is a blessing in itself. So the way to think of mindfulness is like, I'll give you a scenario. Let's compare it to dessert. Okay, so you have a piece of triple chocolate cake in front of you, or whatever your favorite dessert might be. And so there's two possible scenarios that could apply. You're at the table with some of your friends and everyone is talking, smiling, and whatever, and somebody's laughing about something somebody said, and you're eating your dessert while all this is going on. That's one scenario. I mean, you know the dessert is good and everything else like that. Now here's another scenario. You're alone. You done set your dessert down in front of you. You take your first taste of it or your first bite, and you're aware of how the flavor just rolls over your taste buds. So you put the fork or spoon down and say, this is really good. In both cases, you know the dessert was good, but in the first case, you probably ate half or more of it or even finished it before it actually registered that the dessert was tasty. So if you're like most people, if other things are going on, you would probably have most of the dessert gone, like I said, before it registered. Whereas in the second scenario, you were aware after the first taste, the first bite of it on your tongue. Your taste buds registered that. So this is a way for you to be aware of mindfulness and reminding yourself to breathe. It is just for you. Not for the group around you, not for this other person or somebody else. It's just for you. So I thought I would pass that on, heading into the fall of the year. So, I mentioned before about videos and things of this nature, and to kind of set this up, we have items that come on through the news media, for our awareness and informational purposes. And then you have video clips that come through social media for whatever reason. And I'm kind of like cautious now about whether or not these things are really reliable or just somebody saying, well, what if we did this and see what happens, would people react to it? So I'm basing it on the idea that for a long time, Hollywood has used CGI, computer-generated image, to being as if they're spending a lot of money to make pictures and things of this nature to create a scene that is not necessarily true. So you have the green screen, projected image on the back of it, and there you have your scene. Whether it's a location or a situation or whatever the case may be. But now, with the way technology is advancing, even the cell phone is being grouped into areas as to whether or not it's like a iPro 15 or just a regular phone that you as a common consumer would want to make or buy and purchase for yourself. So not only has taking pictures going through the process of being able to take a stylus and remove people from the scene. A lot of young and up-and-coming artists use their phones to film different video things that they want to put out there for their friends and people that are interested in the same things that they are interested in. And now, the latest thing that is being advertised is that you can take a picture, and it's probably a preset selection of backgrounds that you can choose from, but you can change the background of a picture that you have taken. So with all that being said, those are kind of classified as POVs, privately owned videos. And I imagine whenever there's an incident, the way people take out their phone and start filming, if there's something happened that's necessary for law enforcement to get involved, then probably in the process of their investigation and canvassing the scene and the area and who was there and who was not there, they probably draw to a certain extent on some of those videos. So it does have its time and place. But you just still have to be cautious, and the idea that a picture's worth 1,000 words still has to have a little tweak to it to make sure that what you were seeing is absolutely not doctored, altered, or changed. So in that statement, we have a lot of things in the news whichever subject you want to pick, whether it's the election process, the campaign, celebrities doing their thing, whatever the case. So rather than just read a list of things of what people say, especially Sean Diddy Holmes being in the news. So I do take the time to kind of wade through everything and give it things their perspective, because if you have any experience, and especially probably law enforcement people will agree, that you can have an incident with a number of people present and all of them are witnesses to it, but no two of them will give will recount the incident the same way. And it's not a falsification of what has happened. It's just that if I'm standing here and I see something and you're on the other side looking at it, then your perspective of it is not going to be the same as mine. So your account of it is going to change according to what view you have of it. Excuse me. So in this case, we're going to take an article about Sean Diddy Combs and realizing that he's now 54 years old and has been in the music business and enterprising in other areas for years now. It's a lot of people that have come in contact with him, from people like Usher and Justin Bieber when they were little more than teenagers and progressed through their career, though it's like taking different turns in what has happened with Diddy. But still, it's just a lot of things that are being said by a lot of people. So it's kind of hard to determine what is and what is not just somebody saying something because they have something to say, or whether it's really factual and has some direct bearing on what's come to light about what has been going on with Sean Diddy Combs. So this article, Diddy's frantic text to Cassie after hotel assault, read aloud during bail appeal. Diddy's bail was set as $50 million and denied, and he's been kept behind bars since then. But it's written by Amber Corinne, and it's 4 days ago from Celebrities. So in the context of everything else, it does shed some light on some facts now. So, the contents of text messages sent to Cassie from Sean Diddy Combs following his 2016 hotel assault of the singer were revealed during the music mogul's most recent bail appeal hearing. On Wednesday, September 18th, the messages were made public in a New York court, which contributed to his appeal being denied for the second time. During the hearing, Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson read the text out loud, which followed unearthed footage of the brutal attack revealed earlier this year. According to Johnson, Diddy texted Cassie at the time, "Call me, the cops are here. I got 6 kids. Yo, please call, I'm surrounded. You're gonna abandon me all alone." In response, the R&B singer reportedly wrote, "When you get effed up, you knock me around. I'm not a rag doll. I'm someone's child." The defendant knew he had done something that could elicit police response, Johnson stated. The attack occurred on March 5th, 2016 in the hallway of the now closed Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. In Diddy's defense, attorney Mark Agnifilo argued that the father of 7, which includes 4 daughters, was antagonized by Cassie, who allegedly went through his phone and found him communicating with other women. Agnifilo claimed that while Diddy was sleeping, Cassie threw the phone at his head, stole his clothes, and stormed out of the hotel room. On the contrary, prosecutors argued that a male sex worker was present and Cassie was trying to flee the room to escape another freak-off party. After initially denying assault, the Me and You singer, the Bad Boy CEO, changed his stance following hotel surveillance footage being brought to light. In a since-deleted Instagram video, he apologized for his inexcusable behavior. I was effed up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video, he said at the time. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and sought out professional help. I got into going to therapy, going to rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day, he pleaded. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry. Diddy's legal reps proposed a $50 million bail package that would see the 54-year-old without a phone, internet, and female visitors. Indoor and outdoor allergies. He also vowed to do drug testing. Despite his attempts to prove that he can await his trial in the comfort of his own home, the judge still denied all his bail requests thus far, deeming him a danger to society. He is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn and we return to court on October 9th. So there's a few of the facts surrounding what's going on with Sean Diddy Combs presently, 4 days old. And the beat goes on. This is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. That's it. Hashtag